This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what is another video. Excuse me, got a bit of a cough today, but we crack on. Right, the next video of the horse I'm hoping to get onto Classic Watch 2023 is actually a 2023 trial winner. Those that want to keep an eye on Classic Watch 2023, as and when the horses appear on it, the website in question will be classicwatch2023.ml. You'll see as at the moment it's only a shell of a site really, with not many horses on it at all. In fact, the amount of horses on the site excuse me, is actually zero, which isn't ideal. Right. The next horse we're going to take a look at is the American winner of the Grade 2 Rachel Alexandra Stakes last night. It's the Godolphin owned and bred into mischief sired filly, Pretty Mischievous. You'll see last year she actually was third in the Group 2 Golden Rod Stakes and winner of the listed Untappable Stakes, showing a winner also at Churchill Downs already. It then went back to Fairgrounds last night, the 18th of February, and landed the Grade 2 Rachel Alexandra Stakes, and presented by Fasig Tipton last night, where it was partly responsible for another one of our fillies, Chop Chop, actually falling off the process, being chopped from the process, shall we say. No pun intended. This horse here is very interesting, Pretty Mischievous. Winner of 4 out of 5 starts. People will see is actually from the Latroy N line 1X, which means that this line 1X is the most recent, the most modern of these lines. Only started in 1926. Anyway, before we take a look at that deeply, though, we'll look on there. We'll just look at the pedigree of the horse, Pretty Mischievous. The dam of it, the Tappet sired Pretty City Dancer, was trained by Marquis Cass and bred by Gainsway Thoroughbreds, and it won 3 out of 11 starts, including the Group 1 Spinaway Stakes. So this dam here was a top-class 2-year-old, without any shadow of a doubt. It didn't really train on at 3. If people look at its form in 17, it was second in the Forward Gulf Stakes, and then went backwards quite quickly. Never trained on one bit. Top class though, as a 2-year-old, a Group 1 winner. The second dam of the horse, Pretty City, sired by Carson City. Well, if John R. Gaines is obviously Gainsway, I think. Yes, he bred the horse. It's down as unraced. We can trust Equibase here because I think if it had raced abroad, it would have said. So we're going to trust this horse. Oh, why don't you think people? I can believe myself. But I know that some people need more evidence. See that horse is raced now. I'll look daft, won't I? There you go. No starts, no wins, no places. So we will say that Pretty City is unraced. The next dam of it, Pretty Special, was sired by Riverman in 1977 by a dam called, it looks like Snobbishness, but I'm going to pronounce it Snobishness. I've never known anything of the horse, but it's just the way I think the dam line has gone. This is obviously an Ogden Phipps horse, bred by Ogden Phipps and sold to Thomas Clark Agent, actually down as racing twice in maidens in 1980. Right, we'll go now to Family 1X. You'll see, like I said, Pretty Mischievous was a Family 1X. You would think that a site would be well made to open something with the same thing you closed it as. But there you see we are. Pretty special there, 1977. There's the other dam, Snobishness or Snobbishness, however you want to pronounce it. You know, it's not so social is the fifth dam. But if we look here on Family 1X, we get an idea as to how well bred this horse is. Although it's not on here, you see, we can trace this horse all the way back to a dam foaled in 1939 called Businesslike. Businesslike is the 7th dam. Pretty Mischievous, and Latroyen is the 8th. You see, that is how close we are to this foundation line 1X. Started with Latroyen, and we're not very far off it at all. Yeah, only 7 dams off. You'll see, if we go back to this list, you'll see other dams that are on our hide, you see. Finance. Finance is one that is interesting. People look at Finance, they will see that she is also out of a dam called Businesslike. And they will see then that there's some decent horses out of Finance. And Finance is not far away from where we need to be. There's Businesslike. Finance. Busanda, the second one off the list, and an Alabama Stakes winner, I'm going to say that's what that stands for, is actually the dam of Buckpasser. Now, Buckpasser won 25 of his 31 races back in the day when it looked like there wasn't any graded stakes races in America. You know, if there was, he'd have been winning them. Woodward Stakes, not a graded race. Metropolitan Handicap, just stakes race. Stakes races all day long. Woodward, stakes long. Travis, stakes race. American Derby, stakes race. They had the classics and nothing else by the looks of things in them days. But Buckpasser was a legendary horse of the 60s and 70s. As a stallion in the 70s and as a horse in the 60s, winner of 25 of 31 races. And there you will see that Busanda is our next horse below Businesslike. So we're right on this line. Finance is the horse I'm going to talk about. These two here, La Mesa and L.A. Affirm, they have both side stallions. We need to go to our Arian, I'm not going to say our friends, but we only spoke to her once. We're going to say Arian Bloodstock is a superb sight, really. You'll see that Maxfield is by LA Affirmed and La Mesa. You'll see there the 4th dam and the 3rd dam of Maxfield. Maxfield, a top class Group 1 horse at both 2 and 4. He had an interrupted campaign at 3. He was my Kentucky Derby hope at the time, winner of 8 of 11 races. A very good horse indeed. What I haven't done on this site before is I haven't really shown you how I think people can maximise this site, arian.co.nz. Here we are, looking at American horses on a New Zealand site. Welcome to the wacky world of mine, of Paul Newman's horse racing searching, ladies and gentlemen. Finance, if you type Finance in there, you see, it will tell us there that that's the same horse. Finance foaled in 1955, and then all you do is click on it. And then in all the pedigrees on this site in America, it will give us the 4 stallions that I thought I had open in the first place. You know, we've already looked at Maxfield, haven't we? Sky Messer is how I first really identified Maxfield through this one. So I noticed that Maxfield was a relative of this. This is back in the day before I even knew about Latroyen, 1-6 lines or anything. This is just by going on the actual good pedigree that Maxfield has. Sky Messer are stronger on the dam side than this, it's safe to say. Even though the first dam of this is a Group 1 winner. You've got horses like LA Affirmed, you see, and Caress. That's a graded winner with 13 wins, Caress, you see. Sky Messer, you'll see, was a 2-year-old Saratoga Hopeful Stakes winner, and it was disqualified in the Group 1 and placed second. Oh no, it was second, sorry. 3D is not disqualified, it means third. Second in the Haskell at Group 1 at 3. So another good 2-year-old, Sky Messer. And the other one we've got to really look at, if we've done Maxfield, is a Caracontai. We've got Caracontai, the Niarchos horse off the Miesk family line. He's also on 1X through the dam line, LA Affirm, La Mesa and Finance. You see, Bernstein sired 85 stakes winners himself. A good stallion as well, trained by Aidan O'Brien he was. I vaguely remember it on the flat. Caracontai won the Lagardère in France at 2 and the Breeders' Cup Mile at 3. 4 in the third in the Moulin. You know, good horse, Caracontai. Third, it won the Breeders' Cup Mile, beating Anadin and Tradestorm. It was a French Guineas winner. You know, very good horse. Very beautiful bred. Beautiful pedigree. Show me another horse off 1X with the Miesk line, and I'll say that's a well-bred horse as well. Very well-bred horse. You will see Bernstein as well is on there as well. There is Bernstein. For some reason, Sky Messer doesn't get on there. Sadly, the lady died recently. Well, I say recently, and there is a few on here where the site has been maintained. I'm not sure by other people. I'll be guessing. But you just there's Bernstein there as well. There is the sire of Caraconti, and Caraconte on the dam side of Bernstein is also on that line. Buck Passer, there we are. You see. So there are the 4 stallions. Gormley I've deliberately ignored because he's just by Bernstein. That's why he's on the list. Gormley, there's nothing on the dam side of either of the horse, just the sire side of the dam. That's why he comes up on the list. We only do the dam sides here. Yeah, so that's why Gormley came up. He did win the Great Santa Anita Derby at 3. He's not one that on the dam side, the same Sam side we've got. But the other 3 are. So we've got a Group 1 winning horse. You go all the way back if you want through 1X. Look to horses like Busander, like I said. Prairie Bayou, the 1993 Preakness winner, is quite closely related to ours, I suppose. Bimelek, the Preakness and Belmont winner of 1940, is also closely related. And we've got some nice horses. You know, we're on the good part of the section of 1X, which is replete with decent horses. Right, before I wrap this video up, we're just going to have a look at the race now, the Rachel Alexandra Stakes, and then I'll look at wrapping this video up.
Over the mile and a 16th, one more, Miracle. Johnny Velasquez with the win on today's Fairgrounds card. Fast Track. 1-5 on Hoosier Philly. They're in the gate. And they're off. In the 2023 Rachel Alexandra Stakes, and Hoosier Philly appeared to bobble at the start. Vava broke sharp. There's Miracle going for an early bid up to engage Vava as they enter the first turn. With Pretty Mischievous in the Godolphin Blue, Hoosier Philly, and behind Phillies toward the inside for Edgar Morales with 7 furlongs to run. In the meantime, here's Chop Chop making progress now on the outside for Florent Giroux. Chop Chop up to Miracle as these 3-year-old fillies go to the back of this historic New Orleans track. Knock your socks off, and Hoosier Philly has drifted back to be last. The first quarter covered in 25.02 seconds. Now at the 5.5, it's Miracle. So Miracle dictates the field. Leads a close-up. Chop Chop. Pretty Mischievous moves up between fillies, and Fava holds her position from the rail as Miracle leads them toward the half-mile pole. The trailers knock your socks off, and Hoosier Philly making her seasonal bow at 2-5, still held up in last. A half-mile for the front-runner Miracle, 48.85 seconds. Miracle remains the 13-1 target with 3 furlongs to go. Miracle in front by 2 from Pretty Mischievous, was vying for second with Chop Chop as they come toward the quarter pole. Now Hoosier Philly gets her cue on the far outside. She's making 4-path progress, Hoosier Philly. In the meantime, Fava comes up the rail. Miracle straightens them.
Back in the purple and yellow hat there, trading in the 4th, you will see Chop Chop.
0.05
slowly
seconds.
but surely
Miracle tackled
slide
by
her
Pretty
way
Mischievous.
out of the
Pretty
Classic
Mischievous
Watch
has nosed in front
2023
here.
reckoning.
Tyler Gaffalione, it's a short lead. It's Pretty
There she
Mischievous
goes, look,
leaning
just
in
beyond
on
the
Miracle
sign.
as
Goodbye,
they
Chop
come
Chop.
past the
It's
60.
been lovely knowing you.
Hoosier Philly is third, but well beaten. Pretty Mischievous just in front from a game Miracle. Pretty Mischievous driven out and beats Miracle by 3/4 of a length and the Rachel Alexandra Stakes. 7 lengths away, Hoosier Philly third, then Fava, and Chop Chop was after that.
Very well bred horse, and I thought it might have had a little bit more in the tank there, the filly. Yeah, I thought she was given a pretty shrewd ride there, and a lovely trial ride, it can say. And that now could put her in the reckoning. I think she might have to win another, get some more points somewhere along the line. If Connections choose to, Group 2 win at this time of the year in a race of this nature could be enough to secure her a Kentucky Oaks place. Hard to say, but a lovely filly. Maxfield might have denied us. This one isn't a Maxfield, I don't think. It could prove to be. It's won 4 out of 5 races. It's not, I've touched on other videos, we don't like seeing horses beat very often. It's related to horses like Buckpasser, 25 out of 31. Maxfield, 8 out of 11. This could be a decent horse, Pretty Mischievous. So with that, I will wrap the video up now. What I will do is thank everybody for supporting the channel, watching the videos, and I will leave a couple of steers at the end. I will leave a list up to all the American Classic Watch horses, just the American ones, I think, in this video. And I will also leave a option for people to subscribe to the channel, should they wish to. Alright, for now, I will leave it there. Thank you very much, everybody. Things getting interesting now, heading to the Classics. Classic fever in early February. You can't beat it, boys and girls. Take care, everybody.